Hello, Living in Boulder vlog, May 19th, 11:47 p.m. on Sunday, 2019. I didn't really do a video the last couple days because I was too busy with this yesterday. And then, yeah, day for yesterday and yesterday. I said too much stuff on my last video. I need to... So, yeah, I'm kind of, right now, I'm trying to burn through these videos on, of the castles on Google Earth. It's a project that, you know, it's just the next thing on my list. The way that I choose what I'm going to do next is just based on feeling. That's all it is. I have so many different things on my website that I have to do. Yeah, so right now I want to do the timeline, and the thing that on the timeline I want to do is the movies of the castles. I was talking about the castles on my last video that I privated. I was just saying that you can see different parts, you know, of the world. It's kind of interesting. Different countries look differently. Yeah, it's gonna take me at least the rest of tonight, and then I would say at least 2 more days. So at least Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe by the end of Wednesday, I'll be done with creating these movies. And then, because it's like 2,250 castles. This is as many as I found on Wikipedia, and this is, 5 years ago when I built it. Yeah, and of course I'll have to, fix it later. I don't have all of them. Some of the castles I got to, they were actually shown in the same place, but they were different names. And for some reason, I didn't think it through, and I was like, oh, it must be the same castle. But then I've realized it was probably, I didn't put it in the right place. I just didn't realize, and I'll probably have to rebuild those because I saw some more, and I found out, yeah, they were in the wrong place. But anyway, it's, yeah, if I can finish by Wednesday, then I'll be... it won't be kind of stressing me out, because I want to get to the part, well, because then I have to link them, and that's at least a day. But after that is when I start making the Google Earth of all of the buildings. I mean, the countries of the world. And I don't know to what detail I'll do it. I might, like phase 1 might just be the main, because what I'll do is I'll type in countries on Google Earth, or I'll just go to my maps. I think I already have maps of all the countries on my website in their own folders, and just take those images and superimpose them onto Google Earth, and then trace around the edges and just make them really fast, make sure that they're in the right place. But and then upload those, and then do a tour of it, like a panorama of each of the countries. And I don't know how many countries there are, but there can't be more than the castles. So yeah, so create those, and then the video, and then attach and upload those, and then put them in their proper place. There's 2 things on my website that I need to do to make it kind of up to, like, presentable. Like, that'll be the home stretch, pretty much getting it done, I guess. And one of them is linking the horizontal kings to the vertical kings, and that's only done in a couple pages, I think. Like North Europe, 1500 to 2000, and then like the Roman Empire. But I need to do that, and then I also need to put all of the different countries in their proper place, because I changed the way that I think. I was way too much of a time conserver before, where I would have the country, and then inside the country, and each of their little boxes would be the different countries from those days, because countries got bigger. So 500 years ago, inside of Spain, you would have Castile and Aragon and Leon and the Moors, all in modern day Spain. But the way that I have it organized now in a lot of the countries, and I think maybe even most, is they're just stacked on top of each other, so it doesn't go across in a line if you're following one country. And so then I made it so that you make a new line so that it's all level. So, and you can see it's all in the same country from the background color. So, and I have them divided with all the links to all the countries between them. So that's what I need to do. And after I do that, my timeline will probably be, like in a finished state. So that might not take so long. So the interesting part about it now is trying to figure out how long it's going to take to do all this stuff. So, and then, yeah, see how accurate I am. So, yeah, so I figured Wind of Wednesday, possibly creating the movies, end of Thursday, doing the links. So then creating the countries, that's like wide open because, you know, like how detailed am I going to make it? Like how many versions of each? But I usually can go a few weeks. So how about 3 weeks? How about a month to make the countries? I could probably make the countries in a month. And I'm talking about the outlines to them and the movies, and then linking them, and then another month after that to divide up the countries in their proper line with their own, you know, like row, and then another month after that to fix the links of the kings. And I want to make an own little timeline area for all the like castles and battles and stuff. I haven't figured out exactly how I'll have that, but yeah. So like probably the rest of the summer working on the timeline, and so yeah, end of June, July, August. By the end of September, I'll be done with the timeline. That'll be a good chunk, and then that's when I'll go back and work on Google Earthing Rome, and hopefully. Or Boulder, but hopefully by the time I can finish Google Earthing Rome before it becomes obsolete, like before somebody else does it. I know that Rome Reborn, but they're not going to build it to my level of detail. And then there's some other university, I can't remember who's doing it on a program, but that you can't do it to the same level of detail as with Google Earth. So just hope, I just kind of hope that nobody else is going to do it on Google Earth. But even, you know, it's not that big of a deal. If somebody else does, because I had no way of knowing anybody else would, but yeah, the videos that I can make, I have it all planned out, make it very detailed. Anyway, as far as the listening to the book, I listened to a little bit today, but I need to get more into the groove. I went to my brother's birthday party at the restaurant today, so it was kind of like had some wine and yeah. So that's I'm gonna get to start listening to the book again though. I've been smoking weed too. My roommate's been giving me weed. I need to quit that because it's bad for my lungs, and my brain needs to change into sober. When I'm sober, I can remember all of my dreams, and that's the best. That makes my life feel like a dream. It makes me it's even trippier than it's even more it's like makes my life magical a lot more than if I can't remember my dreams from the weed. So I want to start vlogging about my dreams. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna get going on my work, listen to my book now, and yeah, maybe yeah, it's a perfect opportunity to pay attention to the book because what I'm doing is super easy. You know, I can focus on the book while I'm doing this. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.